Hi guys! Thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at the Scorpio-Taurus relationship. I did meditate over the cards and we're going to take a look and see what's going on with you guys. I am known to get energy mixed up, so take it as it resonates. I don't know what comes out. I'm like, alright. Okay, somebody in this connection is struggling with the solar plexus chakra. You could be having some challenges with inner peace, trusting your gut feelings, your confidence, your self-worth. We see that's a challenge in this area, and it could be paralyzing you from moving forward in a sense, but I see you kind of coming out of that. You need to trust your gut feelings. Alright, and kind of when you feel something, maybe you should investigate a little bit more, take your personal power back. You could be somebody who is in like art, design, some kind of creative, like a teacher, something where you influence people. There's going to be a positive movement forward. You could get some kind of apprenticeship or, I don't know, a special guest spot or something like that. Something having to do with your career and business. You're gonna have a chance to do something that maybe you didn't have a chance to do before. Okay, so that's a new opportunity coming in for you. There's another thing going on here with destiny. So I know things may not look great for one of you guys right now. I guess maybe in the area of what it is you dream or whatever you're trying to bring into fruition. But it says your destiny. So this is going to happen. There's going to be good luck in this area of your life, right? And we kind of need that. Why? Because we may have somebody else in that connection here that is not, they're not playing their parts the way we need them to. You would think that somebody is like, authoritative figure, leadership. I'm a provider, I'm this, I'm that. This person may have been lacking due to an addiction. I kind of feel like for some reason, I think this addiction has something to do with money. It could be any other addiction, right? But specifically, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting money. I don't know why. I guess it's 4th of July, firecrackers already. But I feel like this might have to do with slot machines. Maybe there's somebody out there in this connection between Scorpio and Taurus who likes the slot machines. And the slot machines could be causing some kind of conflict. It's a temptation. It's something that they're fighting against. There's some kind of temptation or addiction that they're fighting. And this is a person whose behavior has not been on the up and up, which is why the other one is trying to get themselves together, in a sense. I'm not going to say that complete, but in a sense, right? But the good thing is we have somebody in this connection who recognizes that there is an issue and they begin to do something about it because you start to see a turnaround. Now that's pretty awesome, right? I think because of addictions, obviously, I don't know who financially plans for addictions, right? I don't know. I don't know who consciously plans, whatever. So I think that may have caused some, maybe a little bit of conflict financial with the finances in the home, the material changes. Maybe things could have been missing. Maybe jewelry could have been missing. Maybe it took you a while to notice the jewelry was missing. I don't know. Whoever that's for. But there could have been some kind of conflict. The money became unstable. It wasn't. But that changes because, you have somebody in a relationship who now you have two people. One is starting to recognize, hey, in order for me to keep this whole thing together, I'm going to have to do my thing. I can't stump my dreams anymore. I have to move forward because I am dealing with somebody who is not on the up and up right now. And it's because of some sort of temptation. But this changes. And they go into a new beginning where they actually go on a spiritual path. And with that, because we had to suffer this whole sort of, whatever was going on here, we then came into some kind of conflict. But because we did the work, you went to school, you had the meeting, you did the apprenticeship, you got the job, whatever it is, there's some kind of material harvest that comes, right? So material harvest, does it all come at once? Not necessarily, right? But this is something that you planted, and it's going to start to pay off, right? So there's something that you planted. You had to put an end to some of the things that were stunting you, and then you found, I don't want to say you found your purpose, but you actually had to get up and do something, because when you have somebody who's not necessarily doing well, And somebody got to make up the difference. Okay, so I think that's what that was, and that, can in a sense bring a little bit of resentment. But the good thing is we have somebody realizing their destiny, and then we have another person who's coming out of this thing of temptation, and it's a new beginning for them. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. New beginning, right? So there's going to be some kind of triumph over this situation, and this card is advising you guys as a couple, or however you choose to handle this, as a couple. This card is advising you that when you move forward without balance, because you guys are moving towards each other, right? But when you move forward without balance, right, you fall off the wagon. When you have the wrong guidance, like you can't make attempts to change or say, I'm going to fine-tune my behaviors, if you will. I'm going to try and do a little bit better. You can't do that and still hang out with the same people. You have to seek people who are like-minded and people who are on the same path as you. So I feel like this message might be more for one over the other, more for one than the other with the triumph area. But I feel like somebody needs to open up, right? And open up to the right people when they get into this space of, trying to get some kind of gauge of something. There is going to be triumph over this situation, but it's going to take a little bit of time. But this card reminds you have to be very mindful of who you seek and not hang out with the same people if you're trying to make changes to your relationship. So we can't be going to the casino with the same people. I don't know. I feel like there might be some issues with self-confidence, like I was saying before, with one of the parties here. Let me see what else I have. Yep, these cards are focused on saying that there's an issue, and that's, again, this is the third chakra. It comes up again, third chakra. It tells us that there are some problems with self-confidence. I don't believe in myself. So now you're getting yourself together because you have to. Sometimes the universe will force you into doing things that you're reluctant to do because you're scared to do them, right? So when things get bad enough and your bills ain't paid long enough, and you trying to figure out what happened to the, I don't know, $200 that went missing on payday, it's at the casino. I'm kidding. This is not, I'm just saying. So when things like that happen, you decide you have to get yourself together. You're kind of like you're forced to do it. But you have that imagination. This also talks about imagination. So you may have had things that happened in the past, projects you started, and now you're going to move in them. And you're going to be wise with your movement. And you're going to do it through like spirituality and just like really seeking before you make moves because it's your destiny. So I think at this point you're gaining the confidence. The imagination's been there. So you're on your way to doing something great here. We have somebody else who is a little bit selfish. We kind of know that, right? We have somebody else in the connection that might be a little bit more selfish. They're not necessarily the nicest, easiest, most gentle person to speak to. It's kind of like I get this feeling of, I don't even know how to describe it. Don't mention when I do stuff. I don't know. Kind of like that. Like it's a little bit selfish. Like, don't ask me what happened to the 200. Don't ask me that. So there's going to be a little, there's going to be a big improvement with that. I think there's going to be a little bit more divine intervention. Okay, because we have somebody who's now honoring a higher power because I believe this temptation may have taken over the connection. All right, and just as a couple, I think, and I'm not sure, I think that maybe there was some kind of divide here. I'm thinking, why? Because sensuality, I encourage myself to express my emotions. I feel like maybe somebody's emotions may have been suppressed, like somebody not saying things. Obviously, because we have somebody, I don't even know if this person was hiding. I think they were just like, don't ask me. And then maybe they were going out drinking or gambling the money. I see slot machines. That's for somebody. Compassion and forgiveness. That's how you guys are planning to move forward in this connection. So when I pulled, what are these? Archangel Love. What came out? 3 of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So we do see people moving towards healing, right? We have somebody who is now understanding that it is in their best interest to go ahead and get that degree or get that job or that internship or whatever it is you're trying to do. I think you understand it's in your best interest, not only for this connection, but if in the event you end up an individual, alone, you'll be able to, somehow pick up the pieces and have that career going. I think that may have been stalled for a bit, but you're picking that back up. The good thing is you have somebody working with you, right? The next card, and this two fell out, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. The funny thing is, both of them say release the past. Release the past. Right? So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to put them out so you guys can see them. This one came out. Was it this one? I think it was this one that came. I don't remember. Where you put it? They came out. I'm going to put this here. I do want to pull another card. What is this? I forget. This is love. God is love or something. God is love. Ancestors, help me polish off this reading, please. For Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio, Taurus, love. The relationship. Ancestors. Ancestors. Actually, you know what I do want to do? Because I have not used these yet. I saged them, but I didn't use them yet. Ancestors. I'm sorry, that's going to irk me. I know, right? Ancestors. Ancestors. Give me a card to polish off this reading, please. For Scorpio and Taurus relationship for April 2021. Ancestors. 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 Oh. Alright. Oh my goodness. I too came out. Compassion. You are loved unconditionally. That's beautiful but hard. Ooh. Awakening. Live in the moment. It's reversed. Maybe somebody's awakening to the fact that they shouldn't be living in the moment all the time at the slot machines. I'm kidding. Just something like that. Doing too much of something. It's not necessarily slots. I want to be very clear with that. Alright, but somebody's awakening to something that they know they may be doing a little too much of. It would be nice if it were that way, but you got to get there. Live in the moment. Or maybe this just suggests that this person is living or was living a little bit too much in the moment, and it wound up costing you financially. But compassion, you are loved unconditionally. Okay? Reflection. No matter what you did, either we're going to get through it or we ain't. Assessment and control. Let's take charge of it. Let's see what we can do to get this going. Because it looks like we're going to try and forgive the things that happened in the past and move forward with compassion. But there's also awakening. Live in the moment. Let's get this love back. Glass half full. Okay. Alright guys, ooh, I like that. I think I'm going to be friends with these cards real fast. I am digging. Oh, I love art. I don't know if you know that. Okay guys, well, that's all I have for you. I'm sorry about the firecrackers. Apparently it's the 4th of July over here already. But this was for Scorpio Taurus. Thank you guys so much for watching Zen Romance Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye.